Hi everyone. In the previous presentation, we had the discussion up to types of correlation. Now, the theory of degrees of correlation. So, what are the degrees of correlation? So, once you computed the answer of correlation, say for example, it comes if it is 1, exactly 1 plus 1. So, we call it is perfect correlation like that. If it is minus 1 also, perfect negative correlation. Positive means perfect positive correlation like that. If your answer comes less than 1, that is 0.8 to 0.8 to 1, between that if range it comes, then it is called high degree correlation. It may be negative or it may be positive like that. Based on the values, we called the perfect, high degree, moderate, low degree, no correlation, right? So move to the first one. I think this one is clear to everyone. So I will repeat you once again. If your answer comes plus or minus 1, perfect. Your answer is between 0.8 to 1, high degree, and your answer is 0.7 to 0.8, moderate. If your answer is 0.3 to 0.5, then it is called low degree. Your answer is 0 to 0.3, then no correlation. Then this one now. Which one? Methods of studying the correlation, right? What are the different methods to study the correlation? So we have so many methods to find the correlation. One is graphic method, two is algebraic method. Graphic method means by using the graphs you can write and you can solve the moment degree relationship, right? In the graphic method only we have the two methods sub, that is one is scatter diagram method, two is graph method, that is correlation graph method. In a mathematical way, if you are algebraic way, if you go for that, so we have three methods: Karl Pearson, rank correlation, concurrent, right? So move to the one by one now. So first one is scatter diagram method. Which one? Scatter diagram method. In the graphic method, the scatter diagram is a graph of observed plotted points. If I define in a simple way, the scatter diagram is one of the non-mathematical method to find the correlation by using the graph, and whatever the observed data are, it is to be plotted in a point way in the graph sheet. Then find that is there any relationship between the variables or not. If example, as I quoted here, x is one variable, y is another variable, like that. So is there any coordinate? Is there any relationship? How you are finding the relationship in a scatter diagram? Remember, in the graph sheet, all the observed data are scattered or plotted. Then find that at the end, after the scattered or after the plotted the points in the graph sheet in the point way, then find that is there any relationship between the variables or not, right? That is your scatter diagram method. See here now. So this was a perfect correlation if it is like this. So this was high degree, as I said, 0.1, 0.8, high degree, positive correlation. High next moderate degree, see the plots are more, 0.4, and degree of correlation perfect negative, that is opposite side now. This was perfect positive means what? Downward to upward. Now negative means what? Top to down. Upward to downward comes the slope, then it is called a negative correlation, that is -1. Then moderate negative, right? Moderate negative. So this was moderate negative, and this was the degree of correlation, negative correlation, right? Negative correlation. Then no correlation, there is no the moment here now. So at least here you are finding that the values are decreasing inside. Here the values are comes to the downside, but here you are not finding that any direction of the movement. So these each point is called what? Actually scatter point. These are called points actually. So we are discussing scatter diagram. These are called scatters or points. So if you see that points are not in a systematic the moving one side, so only it is called no correlation. So there is no correlation here, there is no movement, there is no direction here, so it is called no correlation. Then what are the degrees of correlation? I think I said that already. So perfect means one, high degree, moderate degree, then low degree, poor degree, like that. So these are the examples. In positive, if x is increasing, y also increasing. If y decreases, x is decreasing means y also decreasing, like that. But in negative is different. If x increases means opposite y is increasing. If x is decreasing means y is increasing. That is called always opposite side. It shows opposite side. So these are the advantages. Just you read it. The advantages of scatter diagram method, and these are the disadvantages. Only one is there. We cannot adopt exactly the correlation in case of which one, scatter diagram, because it is not the proven actually. It is not. It cannot be proved by the further treatment of mathematically. But in case of the mathematical, that is algebraic, you can find that the derivation of the variables. And this was the second method in the graph method only. Which one? Correlation graph method. So if I define that, what is the graphic method? That is the second method, graphic method. So graphic method is one of the non-mathematical way to find the correlation, and all the variables are plotted in the graph sheet. Then the relationship is studied. That is called graphic method. Which one? I think if I show you all, I am discussing with you now this method. Which one? Correlation graph method or graph. This one is over now. This one, right? So correlation graphic method means simply it is called graphic method, graph method. So what is graphic method? It is a non-mathematical method to find the correlation. All the variables are observed are plotted in the graph sheet and presented, and based on the presentation of the graph sheet values, then finding the relationship between the two or more variables. As I here now, consumption and production is the two variables. Both are moving which side? The positive side only. It may be moderate degree correlation because there is a gap here. There is no close attachment of the variables. Now move to the next one. The third one, that is the main two, that is the algebraic method. In the algebraic method, what we have? The Karl Pearson is a popular person. Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. What are the properties of Karl Pearson? It is a quantitative method of measuring correlation. Remember, it is not a qualitative, it is a quantitative method of measuring correlation. This method has been invented by or developed by Karl Pearson. Simple. It is always the best method, very easy method and best method to find the correlation. So I don't want to go with this the solution, right? So whatever the formula is here, it is a different one. Simply I will scroll the lines. Just you think this one. While solving the problem, we will go for the answer of this one. So this was the formula. Normally I am using in the solution. This was the formula, remember, and this was the question. Then think that these are the assignment to you. Once I solve the question, then you will go for the same question and check the answer for using this formula, right? So here also you are using this formula, like you are getting the answer, this one. I will take you all this question later, right? So these are the questions. Then this one also formula of correlation. I will explain you while solving the problem. And this one also the one kind of solution. I will explain you this one also in a solution of the problem. Then this one is a correlation. This is another way of finding the correlation. Covariance of xy divided by root of variance x and variance y. This was one of the method to find the, and this one is also simple. Like if you remove the root, then root remove variance. If you remove the root, we will get the standard deviation. Then what is formula? Correlation equal to covariance xy divided by standard deviation of x into first standard deviation into second standard deviation. Simple. And based on this formula, you have some formulas here. Means you need to solve these questions. We will solve these questions later. And this one also one kind of the formula. Remember, for this formula, you have the f here. So the tables are like this. So we will need to solve this problem by using that equations. And these are the properties of Karl Pearson, means coefficient of correlation. What is Karl Pearson properties? The answer for the Karl Pearson correlation is always lies between the plus and plus 1 or minus 1, right? So I think it was very simple. Your answer between the minus 1 to plus 1, like that skewness minus 3 to plus 1, plus 3. If the scale of the series, if whatever the variables given in the problem, say for example 100, 200, 300 like that, 100, 200 means you have to take the only 1, 2, remove the 0, 0, 2 zeros. You can change the origin of the values. The original values can be changed, right? So that is this point. Scale can be changed, origin can be changed. If the values are 1000, 2000, 3000 up to 5000, so all the values are 1000 is there say difference, then you divide the all 1000 into 1000 only. Then you will get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Then this symbol is called correlation. The correlation, the algebraic mean of a two regression coefficient. Example, this was the regression coefficient 1, regression coefficient 2, this one. The geometric mean of the two regression coefficient equal to correlation. How? The geometric mean of the two regression coefficient, like this, correlation equal to root of bxy into byx. This was the regression coefficient 1, regression coefficient 2. Then, if x and y are independent variables, then x and y is not dependent, then the answer is 0 only, because you cannot find that example. If I give you my example, income of a person and the agricultural product, right? Agricultural product is there any relationship between these two? No, there is no relation between these two. So if those two variables, if you select any two variables, those two variables or two or more variables must be dependent. So the correlation is a study of dependent variables, not the independent variable. If correlation is a pure number and if it is independent, then the number of units are measurement. Then the coefficient of correlation between the two variables, that is x and y, is always symmetry. Means if the variables of in correlation, both the variables are symmetry is there, then correlation of first and correlation of second variable is always equal, same. Both are same. Example, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. One variable. Second variable is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Both variables numbers are same. Then you will get the correlation. Both answer is same. Right. So probable error of the standard deviation. I hope that this was not for your syllabus. Just you think this one, and we'll go to the solution of this kind of solution. I will solve now by using the same problems. We will verify that the solution is correct or wrong. And this was second method in algebraic, Spearman's rank correlation, right? And one more is the concurrent deviation. We will see those questions later. Firstly, we'll confirm that only the Karl Pearson's correlation. So I will concentrate you now only the Karl Pearson's correlation, not see in types of correlation. If you see this diagram, these types of the correlation, you may be clear now by seeing this one. See, scatter diagram is over theory only, correlation graph, that is also theory. So now I will touch you only this one, this part, not this one, not this one. So I will touch only, I will cover only this part now. Which one? Karl Pearson. These two are theory complete, and this one is only the problem as well as properties are very important. I think I just gone through that one. Properties of Karl Pearson are very important. You just seriously have to read that part, right? This entire chapter theory is very important. Now I will start you in the next class the problems of Karl Pearson by discussing with you all the formulas and the problem, right? Thank you.